Hello once again, gamers. Crusnik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Today we're going to be doing the Path of the Thaumaturge. As you can see, here we have Taro Cabot once again, fresh off of his level 30 Archer quest. We're back in Ul'dah to do this Path of the Thaumaturge. We're back here in Ul'dah. Now in order to start yourself on the Path of the Thaumaturge, you need to do one of two things. You'll need to do one of two things. You either have to choose your Thaumaturge as your starting class when you begin the game, or you come here to the Thaumaturge's Guild in Ul'dah after you've hit level 15 on your first class, and you talk to Yayake to start the path of the Thaumaturge through the quest, So You Want to Be a Thaumaturge. But we're going to start it right now, and I'm going to hate Yayake's voice because this is another female Lalafell voice, and it pisses me off every time. Anyways, let's begin.
Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes, there truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now. I shall whisper to you of thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited its traditions from ancient Beladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Nal Thal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, funereal rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The dwemeters employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Azereth Ossuary.
I cannot pronounce that.
A sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guildmasters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which awaits within. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word.
I'm ready.
Well, adventurer? Will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgal principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh knowledge novices, they said. I suppose you should just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokobigo, I believe.
what are they, all brothers? Yep.
Who? What? Oh, doll's teeth, man! Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at that expected face, Bubble Guy, Coco Bago. This gentleman is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Prilet Yayak. Hey, she can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Coco Buki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Doll has led us to a new aspirant? Ah! Coco Buki! Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Coco Buki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest, of the 5 guild masters of the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capacity of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The Thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorceress teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of Thaumaturgy's secrets. For the advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Like you even needed to ask. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Tal. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log, the names of such enemies that will prove suitable to your training as a thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are this scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over? My dear disciple, we have only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand, and I will set you forth upon your first trial. And Thaumaturge unlocked. Let's wield our brand new weapon into battle. The Weathered Scepter. And the Square Maple Shield. And the Butler Attire, which I don't believe I said I wanted. I really need to store that with a retainer. I keep saying it, but I keep forgetting to do it. Heron high boots and thigh boots, and finally Heron gloves. There we go. With it, we unlock the first of gauges. Now, before we continue any further, we have to explain what gauges are. These gauges, you've probably noticed them in earlier live streams. They are the first we're going to be revealing is the elemental gauge, and the elemental gauge displays several different pieces of information vital to black mages. The first and foremost being whether or not they are under the influence of astral fire after casting a fire spell or umbral ice after casting
casting a blizzard spell. All fire spells cast while under the influence of astral fire will have increased potency but will require more NP. This is the same for blizzard spells cast while under the influence of umbral ice. Umbral ice also increases the speed with which MP regenerates. So, it's, So yeah, we have to place this somewhere. But I don't know exactly where yet. This isn't going to be a lasting thing because we're going to get rid of, we're not going to be using Tarl except for the Path of the Thaumaturge quests. So, it's not going to be used too long. But for right now, it'll suffice. We're going to put Blizzard into the X slot because reasons. And look at that. He's already ready for battle. Let's move on to the first of many of our 7 trials. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now we shall commence your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each these creatures before returning to my side. Are we going to Western Thanalan? Nope, looks like we're making the same trip to Central Than. But anyways, so we're gonna take... Oh, we don't have all the things yet, so we're gonna have to run all the way there. But while we're in the vicinity of such, we're gonna check with an independent arms mender to repair the rest of our gear, because gear only lasts for a finite amount of time, you see? We still got a shit ton of, in retrospect, now that I think about it, I could have just taken the Ethernet to the Adventurers Guild and then gone from there, but and now I have fire. I'm surprised star marmots weren't on there. Looks like a fellow Thaumaturge over here. And I've got transpose. Now, a little quick tip for those of you who haven't done Thaumaturge yet and would like to. Transpose switches between Astral Fire and Umbral Ice, so that you can, well, make attack combos. So, I don't want to take on the giant turtle because it'll kill me, but just to give you an idea, I'm gonna take a risk and do it. So you basically charge up and blow your entire load of MP and then transpose. And that's essentially what you do. Okay, let's run. We're out of here. Let's get out of here because that was a bad idea. Phew. That was close. Alright. Back to Ul'dah. That was probably a dumb idea, but it essentially showed you what transpose is all about. So we're already to level 4. Back to the Thaumaturge's Guild. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Tal, I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding Thaumaturgy, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the vessel of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. And of course the next Thaumaturge, blah blah blah. But yeah, so we're going to start off with the path of there's our start to the path of the Thaumaturge. We're gonna continue training a little bit, but next time we will take on the level 5 Thaumaturge quest and continue with the storyline. Until then, thank you all for watching. That's it for this particular video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on twitch.tv/Crusnik X, feel free to follow me. And be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my videos the moment all of my live streams the moment they air. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CrusnikXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit that like button as hard as you can. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch all my other videos, and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my videos the moment they post on YouTube. Finally, as always, hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Crusnik X. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Crusnik X. And like Crusnik's Purgatory, facebook.com/Crusnik Purgatory. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Crusnik X, signing out.